So when the night covered him with darkness, he saw a star. He said, "This is my Lord." But when it set, he said, "I like not those that set disappear." And when he saw the moon rising, he said, "This is my Lord." But when it is set, he said, "Unless my Lord guides me, I will surely be among the people gone astray." And when he saw the sun rising, he said, "This is my Lord, this is greater." But when it set, he said, "O my people, indeed I am free from what you associate with Allah. Indeed, I have returned my face self toward He who created the heavens and the earth, inclining toward truth, and I am not of those who associate others with Allah." And his people argued with him. He said, "Do you argue with me concerning Allah while He has guided me? And I fear not what you associate with Him, and will not be harmed unless my Lord should will something. My Lord encompasses all things in knowledge, then will you not remember? And how should I fear what you associate while you do not fear that you have associated with Allah, that for which He has not sent down to you any authority? So which of the two parties has more right to security if you should know? They who believe and do not mix their belief with injustice, those will have security and they are rightly guided. And that was our conclusive argument which we gave Abraham against his people. We raise by degrees whom we will. Indeed, your Lord is wise and knowing. And we gave to him Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All of them we guided, and Noah we guided before, and among his descendants, David and Solomon, and Job and Joseph, and Moses and Aaron. Thus do we reward the doers of good, and Zachariah and John, and Jesus and Elias, and all were of the righteous, and Ismail and Elisa, and Jonah and Lut, and all of them we preferred over the world, and some among their father and their descendants and their brothers, and we chose them, and we guided them to a straight path. That is the guidance of Allah by which He guides whomever He wills of His servant. But if they had associated others with Allah, then worthless for them would be whatever they were doing. Those are the ones to whom we gave the scripture and authority and prophethood. But if they, the disbeliever, deny it, then we have entrusted it to a people who are not therein disbelievers. Those are the ones whom Allah has guided, so from their guidance take an example. Say, I ask of you for it, this message no payment. It is not but a reminder for the world. And they did not appraise Allah with true appraisal. When they said, Allah did not reveal to a human being anything, say, who revealed the scripture that Moses brought as light and guidance to the people? You Jews make it into pages, disclosing some of it and concealing much, and you were taught that which you knew not, neither you nor your father. Say, Allah revealed it, then leave them in their empty discourse, amusing themselves. And this is a book which we have sent down, blessed and confirming what was before it, that you may warn the mother of cities, Makkah, and those around it. Those who believe in the hereafter believe in it, and they are maintaining their prayers. And who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah or says, it has been inspired to me, while nothing has been inspired to him, and one who says, I will reveal something like what Allah revealed. And if you could but see when the wrongdoers are in the overwhelming pangs of death, while the angels extend their hands, saying, discharge your soul, today you will be awarded the punishment of extreme humiliation for what you used to say against Allah other than the truth, and that you were toward His verses being arrogant. It will be said to them, and you have certainly come to us alone individually, as we created you the first time, and you have left whatever we bestowed upon you behind you, and we do not see with you your intercessor. which you have claimed that they were among you associate of Allah, it has all been served between you and lost from you is what you used to claim. Indeed, Allah is the cleaver of grain and date seed. He brings the living out of the dead and brings the dead out of the living. That is Allah, so how are you deluded? He is the cleaver of daybreak and has made the night for rest and the sun and the moon for calculation. That is the determination of the exalted in might, the knowing. And it is He who placed for you the stars that you may be guided by them through the darkness of the land and sea. We have detailed the signs for a people who know, and it is He who produced you from one soul and gave you a place of dwelling and of storage. We have detailed the sign for a people who understand, and it is He who sent down rain from the sky, and we produce thereby the growth of all things. We produce from it greenery from which we produce grains arranged in layer, and from the palm trees of its emerging fruit are clusters hanging low, and we produce garden of grapevines and olives and pomegranates, similar yet varied. Look at each of its fruit when its yield and at its ripening. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who believe, but they have attributed to Allah partners, the jinn, while He has created them, and have fabricated for Him sons and daughters. Exalted is He and high above what they describe.